Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 304 for the 6th of July, 2025. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
And we're back.
We're back from the holidays.
We've been away. We've been
All
on our
over the world.
holidays.
Yep. England, Wales, Amsterdam, Newcastle.
Newcastle. Aye, man.
Aye. Yep. You name it. We were there. As long as you name those places.
A lot
of... don't do this.
Help.
I can hear you.
No.
I didn't.
Oh, we're back.
I couldn't catch what you said there, though.
Okay. I was
Don't leave me this way.
We did a cruise, a mini cruise. So we did a cruise from Newcastle, aye, man, to Amsterdam and back aboard the DFTS ferry.
Very nice.
It was awesome. It was really nice.
It was awesome.
Awesome.
I thought you said it's terrible.
No, it was great.
Aye, that's nice. And we went away to St Ives and saw Stonehenge and Portmeirion, where they filmed The Prisoner. Very interesting place.
None of these places are beside each other. It just so happens that you were in.
Yeah, Danny got a bit confused because Prisoner's obviously a 1960s or something like that TV show.
Aye.
He thought I was talking about Prison Break, so he was getting a bit excited, thinking it was going to be some sort of prison. So it was a really weird looking village. He was
less than enthused.
A bit confused. Yeah.
Aye. Why is he looking at the 1960s in here, Dad?
Yeah,
because that's where they filmed The Prisoner. Yeah. Where's the guy with the tattoos?
Exactly. Showing you how to escape.
Tattoos. But then he found a piece of place and he was fine.
Absolutely, yeah. 100%.
All is forgiven.
Hey.
So that's good. So we're all back. A few things that we missed. While we were away, I think we should mention before we go into the tea and the sort of the less serious side of things. We lost some good people the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So just to give a rundown. So Kenneth Colley, he passed away aged 87. He's obviously Admiral Piet.
Yep.
Who got a field promotion during Empire Strikes Back, the Hoth campaign. I'm assuming he's got a Imperial cluster for that or something. He passed away. Michael Madsen as well.
Yeah, iconic.
Insane. 67, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he was in quite a few Quentin Tarantino movies.
He was, yep. Up to Hateful Eight, he was in that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
In fact, was he in? It wasn't in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, was he?
No, I don't think he was. No.
Was he? No,
I don't think so.
There's been a few anyway.
I seem to see him in a cowboy. Maybe it was actually in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. Okay. What was that when he was in Species as well? Remember Species? It was a Species he was in.
Species, yeah.
With like a weird H.R. Geiger alien kind of.
That was Rebecca Romijn. Is that right?
I can't remember who it was.
And Marge Hellberg from CSI as well. She was in it.
Yeah. Kind of
the cast.
Good movie. Kind of.
Aye.
They did a few sequels which weren't so good, but anyway, Michael Madsen, yeah, R.I.P.
Michael Madsen was in fact Sheriff Hackett on Bounty Law in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yep.
I recognize. I remember seeing him with like a cowboy hat on.
Me too.
I thought, okay. And then this week as well, we lost Julian McMahon, who was the original Doctor Doom from the Welsh guy, the Welsh Richard.
It's easy for you to say. Put your teeth back in.
I don't know. The guy that Pedro Pascal plays. There you go. That was easier for some reason.
No, it wasn't him. It was Doctor Doom.
Aye.
He played Doctor Doom.
No, I know, but it was the fantastic.
Oh, the Welsh guy
the Welsh guy that played
Reed Richards. Aye.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Aye, see, that's where my mind goes. Is who was Welsh in that production, and him. That's the.
Well, the Doctor, the Doctor Doom actor was only 56. Was he not?
56. Yeah, that 56. Is. I'm sorry, that is no age. It's not good. So,
jeez, man.
He passed away in Florida due to cancer. It was took him. Oh. So there you go. So 56.
Tragic.
But yeah. So rest in peace, all those people there. And yeah. Anyway, without further ado, I think we should move on and talk about
some happy things.
Happier things, yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. So, Amazon have ruined. I mean, they've taken over the Bond franchise, and they haven't ruined it yet. They haven't done a movie yet. They haven't done 6. So we're waiting for Bond 20. Oh, that reminds me of another movie I watched this week.
Just talk amongst yourselves while Sloan sorts himself out.
I'm typing now. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He's typing.
So anyway, so they've got a director for Bond 26.
Yeah, they do.
Denis Villeneuve.
Don't tell me. Oh, you told me.
I told you.
Yeah. Is that a definite? Is that happening?
That's 100%. He's working for the Bezos.
Would you have guessed
Who
that?
is a Bond villain? I mean, let's face it. Jeff
Bezos. Yeah.
I mean, if you phone up and go, hey, Central Casting, can you send us over a Bond villain? You'll be like, why did they just send us over the CEO of Amazon?
Yeah, he definitely
He's building rockets that look a little
looks like Dr. Evil, though.
He does, but that's the thing is the fact that his rocket looks like Dr. Evil's rocket.
Yeah, they do, yeah. That big wiener. Yeah.
Johnson. All that kind of stuff, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's heavy rumours as well that Aaron Taylor-Johnson is going to be Bond as well.
Right, okay. He needs a win.
He does need a win, by the way.
He needs a win.
By the way, it's a shame because I don't know what the what was that Marvel one? It was in DC.
Oh, the kill the Hunter, Craven the Hunter.
Aye, is that Marvel? Sony,
Marvel adjacent
thing, though, isn't it?
Marvel adjacent. You're gonna be in Marvel, the MCU, quite possibly.
Yeah.
One of those ones.
That was a shame, but 28 years later was a good film. It really was really cracking. I enjoyed that.
I never saw
he's good in it. Very good in it. But you're right, he does need a win. Definitely,
he does. Yeah. So Denis Villeneuve is going to be busy over the next few years because not only is he doing the next Bond movie, which I'm now really looking forward to, because you know me, I'm a huge James Bond fan. And I'm also a huge Denis Villeneuve fan.
Exactly.
Fellow Canadian, obviously.
Yep.
But he's also working on Rendezvous with Rama, which is another book series that I absolutely adore and love.
Yep.
Arthur C. Clarke's, yeah. So Rendezvous with Rama, Gardens of Rama, and Rama Revealed. I think that's the and I think there's one as well. But he started working with Gentry Lee on the
Banana Rama. That was another one.
Gantry Lee, what was his name? I don't know. Banana Rama as well, yeah.
Yep.
And Banana Man as well.
Banana Rama.
Banana Rama Man.
Rama.
And then Video Rama. But he's also working on June Messiah. Enough. Silencio. Watch.
Well, June Messiah, I think, has started pre-production.
Oh, has it?
I think so, yeah. So it's on route.
IMDb lists Rendezvous with Rama as in production as well. So I don't know if he's in one of those little golf carts and just going from stage to stage or something. I don't know how he's doing it. Action.
That must be pre-production then.
Pre-viz.
Yeah.
Cleopatra as well. They're doing a Cleopatra movie. Yeah.
Oh, who was it? Patty Jenkins was supposed to be doing Cleopatra with Wonder Woman actress.
Oh, aye. Was it going to be 2 Cleopatras now?
Well, I don't know. Do you know how that happens sometimes in Hollywood? You know, we get, you wait for one Cleopatra movie and 2 come along at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
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 And it's oh God, what do you call her?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, yeah. With Patty Jenkins.
Meg Zorin, you're putting everyone in danger. There's a TikTok with all these clips of her being a terrible actress.
I like her.
She's okay. I don't, as an actress, she's fine. I've lost my list. Where's my list? Yeah. So this is a separate to the Patty Jenkins thing. I don't know why there's going to be 2 Cleopatras, but there's going to be 2 Cleopatras. So the same as it's the Dante's Peak and Volcano thing all over again.
Deep Impact and Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jaws and Orca Killer Whale. Anyone?
Piranha. You could have gone with Piranha.
Piranha.
Actually, was Piranha not directed by James Cameron?
No, he did the special effects.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because he has a precedence for that, of course, because he used to live beside Niagara Falls, so he knows all about fast flowing water.
Yep, and he likes a bit of underwater action, doesn't he? He does like a bit of that.
Likes going in a submarine.
In fact, I was watching a thing about James Cameron, and I didn't realise that there was a scene that was omitted from The Abyss, and it was where is it a rat they put underwater and kind of drown it for real?
Oh, they put it in
it's not a special
they put
effect.
It in that gel thing that they give Ed Harris. He does not speak well of that movie.
No. They nearly killed him.
Aye. Yeah.
Nearly drowned him as well.
Yeah. Do you know it was a disused nuclear reactor that they filmed all the underwater scenes in? Yeah. Because it's the
great
pool
film,
that was big enough.
Aye. The methods were dubious that they were using.
Aye.
Definitely.
Taking too many risks.
Definitely.
According to those involved. So you haven't seen Squid Game?
I've only watched half an hour of the first episode, unfortunately. Right. So I can't really comment now.
Well, I won't bother with this story then.
We might have to defer.
Massive, heavy spoilers.
Is it?
I can't. I know it's huge spoilers. I'm not going to.
We'll do it next week. Do it next week. That story. Keep that story in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Do it next week. I actually watched Gogglebox this week, and they did a bit of a spoiler. I think it was.
Oh, did they?
It must have been after episode 3 because Evelyn and Danny have watched up to episode 3, and it was a part in it that wasn't even up to that point, so it was quite far in.
Yeah,
I suppose I know everybody's probably binged it, but we were on holiday, we never get around to it, so we just started kind of watching it. But I can't remember. I had to go somewhere, so I ended up missing. Oh, do you know what it was? It was Thursday's podcast. That's why I didn't watch because they were watching it, and I'm like, oh, I need to go.
We watched it. We watched it the day after on Friday.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to I'll get it all done by next week. Don't worry.
Next week. That's your homework.
That's my homework.
My only complaint about the show is the cop on the fishing boat.
Right. Don't spoil it, but
I'm not going to spoil it, but
I get the impression it's kind of pointless.
It's not Jaws. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to box office. Then I'll skip past that then. Box office: Jurassic World got released this week. You may or may not have noticed it. Are people still in love with dinosaurs? Well, the box office is in. So F1, which is kind of the big movie that it's going head to head with at the moment, with Bradley Pitt, it did 247 million worldwide. Now this is going to get released on Apple, and Actually, you don't have any Apple products, and you don't have Apple TV, but
No.
Apple TV released a haptic feedback trailer for F1, and it's brilliant. It's really clever. So you get your iPhone. Yeah, you get your iPhone. Actually, maybe I can play it here. You get your iPhone, and it vibrates when you play the trailer. Let me see if it's going to come up. Okay, here we go. Is this the trailer? And it's not. Where's the haptic trailer? All this for something you can't even see.
Just let's forget it.
I know. Well, I can't find it anyway. So the haptic trailer. It was a bit of a gimmick, but it worked really well. It was good use kind of technology. Anyway, so it's done $247 million worldwide at the box office, which is quite a lot for what amounts to a movie about cars that go and you miss them.
Quite a lot, depending on how much it costs to make, though.
However, it was directed by the guy who directed Oblivion and also Top Gun Maverick and also Tron Legacy.
He's pretty good.
So he's pretty good. Joseph. So yeah, they did 247. Jurassic World Rebirth : Oh No More Dinosaurs / Lizards. It did 318 worldwide. So it looks like the dinosaurs are beating. So it looks like those fossils are beating the fossil fueled cars.
Whoa! Hey.
You get there eventually.
I've heard good things about F1, but I've heard it's pretty predictable. Kind of, hoo-ha, high-fiving each other type.
Yeah.
Let's slap each other in the buttocks. All that kind of thing. Let's take our tops off and play volleyball. Type. Predictability.
Camaraderie type stuff.
Camaraderie. Yeah. So
I heard it goes by quite fast though.
Hey, but I think it probably, don't ding yourself for that. I think it'll be enjoyable. I've heard various different things about Jurassic Park, though. I've heard some people saying it's boring until it's like the first hour's boring, and then eventually they get to the dinosaurs. But apart from that, before that, they're like whining about their ex-wives and husbands, and how they can't get whatever.
When I saw the trailer of it, I immediately thought this is just Skull Island.
The trailer makes it look great, though.
Yeah.
But do you notice how it's not just dinosaurs? It's pimped up dinosaurs. So they've they've either been enhanced by humans, or they've been mating with other things that should be mating with.
Yeah. Do you think
dinosaurs?
Would you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think he's Saurus? Do you think that Scarlett Johansson, who had a bit of a falling out a couple of years back with Disney, is doing this as a kind of middle finger to Disney?
Maybe. Yeah, it could be. I mean, Scarlett Johansson is brilliant and everything. And, she really is. She's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was not done well by Disney with Black Widow. She was promised one thing and
Well, she was promised a percentage of the gross at the box office, and then they decided not to show it in the box office.
Exactly. Yeah. And, if that's a written contract, it's very dodgy. Very dodgy in Disney's James has got a wee comment here. Don't you think each Jurassic film has been worse than the previous one? The last one was unwatchable, I thought. And it was all about giant insects. It wasn't even about bloody dinosaurs. I thought it was terrible, the last one. This one is supposed to be slightly better, though, apparently. So
still can't beat the first one.
Oh, the first one's terrific. Absolutely terrific. Even the second one's pretty good, but they did definitely they've definitely get gradually worse. I think Jurassic World, the first one with Chris Pratt in it, was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, that's the one with Vincent D'Onofrio in it as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah, our pal.
Yep,
friend
of the show.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
She was in all of them as well with Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
I thought it got into this weird thing about cloning and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, is this how Palpatine returned? It's like, come on.
It's going further and further down that route, with these, so much so in that the trailer, and you see that it's like the moment in Rogue One, but it's a giant dinosaur. The guy's stuck in a kind of locked room with, and it's some sort of genetically developed dinosaur.
Yeah,
I don't know, but trailer looks. I just think the trailers look really, really good for it. So I will get around to seeing it. But
I want to see it because I like as much as the Jurassic movies have, as you say, James been on a bit of a slippery slope. I don't know. I feel like I'm just all right, slapping down my 20 and going, all right, okay, here we go again.
I think I'm going to see it this week actually, and I definitely want to see F1 as well. But a tiny bit of me wants to see Jurassic Park a little bit, or Jurassic World a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, I know F1's coming to Apple, and I'm like, I can wait for F1.
Yeah.
And I don't think it needs to be that epic big thing, because people will say that, oh, well, it's an epic big thing. But here's the thing, F1 is usually watched on a TV anyway.
I know, but it's going to be better than that, isn't it?
But it's not, though. It's going to be, I'm going to go, but actually, some of the text in it is really interesting. So they couldn't get cameras small enough. Sorry, that's a bit of a segue. They couldn't get cameras small enough, so they deconstructed an iPhone and put it. Those wings they've got that move in the back that kind of like keep the card down on the ground. It's like flaps. They deconstructed an iPhone and put the camera pointing out so they could get some of the shots. So some of the shots from the tail of the car is actually from an iPhone. Admittedly, a broken up iPhone, but it's still the iPhone itself. So that's kind of interesting use of technology.
Yeah. Wait, somebody joined there as I shouted the word flaps
and left.
Enjoy. No, they're still there. F1 has never looked and sounded better than this film.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen it, James? Oh, cool. No, I think it'll be really good because I wasn't interested in the first Top Gun movie, but the second one I thought was brilliant, and the way they filmed that, the kind of the sort of big action part at the end was really good. I really, really enjoyed it actually. Although I have off Star Wars.
I have never seen a Top Gear movie.
Top Gun, dear.
Top Gun movie. I've never seen a Top Gear movie either. No. Top Gun movie.
I don't know why. I don't know why the first one was so revered, because it's garbage. I couldn't get through it.
There's a great theory about it. But I don't know. It's not for me, Ted. I did like Ford versus Ferrari.
That was
a great movie. That was the James Mangold one. But I mean, this has got Javier Bardem's in it. Brad Pitt's in it. They're both great.
Yep.
So I mean, why not give it?
I'll see both. I'll definitely see both. But time's ticking because I need to see. Well, we've got Soups coming out. This week.
Actually, we got a rundown. Do you want to talk about the summer blockbusters that are coming soon?
Go for it.
So summer blockbusters are coming soon. So June 27th, F1 came out. Jurassic World Rebirth, that came out just before July 4th weekend. So that's why it got a bit of a boost, because the kiddies are off on holiday in America. July 11 is Superman Day. Did you hear the controversy over Superman?
What's that? I've heard a couple.
So apparently a review was leaked and it was not favorable. Like not favorable at all. Like, this is the death of the superhero movie type. But not favorable.
However, there are a lot of Snyder fans out there, bitter Snyder fans out there trying to rubbish the movie before they've even seen it.
Okay.
So I think it's an
This
element
guy's
of
seen
that.
it.
So
but this is IGN or something. It's not like some two idiots on a podcast. It's like a proper news organization.
They did do a big preview. Was it last week? Didn't they? Oh God, where was it? But it was only a select few that were invited to the cinema to see it.
We didn't get to see it.
We didn't. We weren't.
didn't. No.
But they got a whole bag of goodies and things like that, and the outfits as you went into the cinema. They had the original outfits from the movie, and I think they had a crypto as well. And people were sworn to secrecy, so it must have been that.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure what the purpose of that was.
I don't know.
Somebody maybe tell us. James maybe tell us in the comments. I'm not sure what the purpose of that showing them a week before was, because it couldn't have been a screener, to get sort of feedback, because it's too late. Yeah. Too late now, isn't it? So.
Yeah. I mean, you can't. Well, I mean, you probably could do some reshoots, but
it's a bit late.
That just now. Yeah, it's too late for that. Following that, a week later, July 18th, the Smurfs movie. They're still making these. So this is the old cartoon version of the Smurfs. Rihanna is Smurfette, I believe.
Yep.
Can't wait for her to roll into Gargamel's wee cauldron place with his cauldron.
Steady, Tiger, steady.
Going, bitch, better have my money. Pay me what you owe me.
Does it feel P. Diddy?
That's right, yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not interested at all in the Smurfs movie.
Smurf Diddy party.
I've never seen a Smurfs movie either.
No, that I was going to say that surprises me, but have you seen a Trolls movie?
No.
The Trolls are just get more colour.
You've seen the Trolls movie?
I love the Trolls movies.
Jody, have you seen Hotel Transylvania as well?
Okay, seen them all.
For the love of God.
Yep.
And you complain about me and my Adam Sandler liking things.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet, though.
Is it out?
I don't know. 30 years ago, I was in a plane. Next year. 30 years ago, next year, I was in a plane. So 29 years ago, to keep the math simple.
Edit that bit out.
I've cut that bit out. It's fine. I watched Happy Gilmore like this. Didn't get it at all.
Squint your glasses a bit more and do that face. That's better.
And I didn't get it at all. I still don't get Happy Gilmore. I'm not.
Oh, you still don't get it?
No,
I don't know. There was ones I liked, but I get kind of mixed up which ones I liked and which one. The Waterboy, Happy Gilmore, and a couple other ones, Little Nicky, and that. They all kind of mix into one a little bit for me.
Little Nicky mixes in. He plays the
Little Nicky, maybe not so much, but maybe I'm mixed up with.
And he's got an annoying voice as well.
Maybe not that one then. But there was ones that were kind of I did enjoy, but I can't remember which ones they were.
Yeah.
So I can't remember.
I cannot stand Little Nicky.
I know it's kind of. I know.
And I haven't seen The Waterboy either. This is the thing is, I haven't actually seen that many Adam Sandler movies. I've seen the later ones, but I've not seen the earlier ones. I've seen things like Click and stuff.
What was it? Punch Drunk Love
Stories,
which was Paul.
Ben Stiller?
No, it was Adam Sandler, but it was Paul Thomas Anderson's first major movie, I think.
Oh, was it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. July 25th, Fantastic Four Day. Are you looking forward to this more than Superman, or are you looking forward to Superman more than Fantastic Four? And this is a question.
I think I'm looking forward to Superman more. I think.
However,
I'm pretty buzzing for Fantastic Four, I have to say.
I'm not. I see. The thing is, no, I'm. And I'll tell you why. I've been disappointed too many times by the Fantastic Four, and I don't think this is going to change.
Alistair, not a fan of Adam Sandler.
I
think he can be, like I say, hit and miss.
Ruby Halloween is hilarious. There you go.
It's okay.
That is
He does the
a
little
hill
Nicky
I'm willing
voice.
to die on.
Who does the little Nicky voice in that though?
It's a bit deeper though.
No, I don't know. What we talked about there again? After that,
Fantastic Four First Steps or
oh
Superman.
yeah.
Because I was saying that. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing them kind of, steer back on track, for us, because this is going to be the kind of start of a big story again, that we had before, so people are going to be invested again. I think more with this. There's going to be a focus with these ones,
So what's going to who's the? I mean, the big bad obviously in this one is Galactus.
Yep.
Literally, the big bad in this is Galactus.
The huge bad.
So how are they going to bring in Doctor
size
Doom?
of his feet? What?
He's massive. Yeah. You know, say with people with big feet, big socks.
Big socks.
How are they going to bring in Doctor Doom? Because is Doctor Doom not supposed to be part of their world? How is that supposed to?
I think there's rumours that Fantastic Four are going to be whipped out from the vintage
retro
world,
futuristic, that they're in.
Modern.
But that was the end of spoilers for Thunderbolts that happened in June. But that was the end of it.
So it's not even a rumour. Yeah, you're right. That was fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've kind of spoiled that, really. That's what's happening.
I mean, I'll be sitting there because I really enjoyed Thunderbolts, and I'll be sitting there during Fantastic Four like this. Entertain me. If it's not half as good as the Thunderbolts, I'm walking.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great one to end the phase 5, was it? 4, 5?
Sure.
Yep. It was a great one to end on, so this hopefully will be a good one to start on as well. Fantastic Four. Yeah. Includes the title.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Yeah. It's First Steps as well, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
The subtitle of it is, if the title's not long enough, the Fantastic Four, they've also added : First Steps.
First Steps, as in there's a wee baby that's involved as well. Who's
there's a wee baby,
sort of super, turns into a super hero, like little guy in
Jack.
Incredibles. Jack, yeah.
Hi, Jack, yeah. Num cookies.
He's that. I love the Incredibles 2, the Jack fight with the raccoon. It's brilliant. That's so good.
That's hilarious. You're not selling this movie for me though.
If he fights a raccoon in this, I'm in.
And he has num cookies, I'm all in.
Yep.
The Naked Gun, Liam Neeson.
Yep.
He is getting an outing as Frank Drebin with Police Squad, and our friend, the guy that's in the great character actor that's been in I, Tonya, Queen Pins, and a whole bunch of other stuff. He was in Jewel as well. He played Jewel in Jewel.
Him, yeah.
That guy. I can remember the guy's names. It Paul something or other.
Is he
anyway,
in that?
He's in it as well. He plays.
Is he in that game
Kennedy's
show?
Character.
The luckiest guy in the world game show movie.
I think he is. Yeah. Yeah.
Aye.
Which is not the same. Not to be confused with the Rafe Fiennes one. Yeah, not to be confused with the Rafe Fiennes one, which was another quiz show that was a big farcical thing. But this is the one where, so the story about that one, the Walt Goggins one, is the guy had figured out how to game the show.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Because the computer only had figured out that the pattern,
3 different patterns,
4 set patterns,
Yep.
And so he knew that if he hit it at the right point, it would always go in the center square, or whatever it was, and it would always land on the prize. And all he had to do was memorize the patterns. Wait a couple of seconds, go, oh, this is pattern B, and then that was
spoilers, everybody.
And he just kept winning. Spoilers for a 50-year-old quiz Scandal.
Yeah, it's a new
But
movie.
yeah, that looks good as well.
I've seen it actually. I'll talk
Have
about
you?
it later. But yeah, yeah.
Is it on streaming?
It's on Sky Cinema just now.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, Naked Gun's out on August the 1st.
That could be hit and miss.
Aye. There is some good TV coming out though this summer.
Oh.
The only thing is you need 20 different streaming services to watch it.
No, that is an issue.
Yeah, so I'll just run through them quickly anyway. So for July, we've got It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Foundation Season 3, which I will be watching. James, I know you'll be watching it. Dexter Resurrection. Are we still doing Dexter?
They've done that a few times now. They went young as well with them as well, haven't they?
Did they? Young Dexter.
Is this the young Dexter?
Is that not young Sheldon? You get mixed up with that?
No, he's like teenage Dexter.
Okay.
Stuff.
So it's just basically it's Michael Hall but with acne.
Well, they did that in the original one. It was just him, pretending to be a teenager. But this one, they've actually
got in a teenager.
And right. I'm not sure.
In other words, a 30-year-old man.
Maybe that is what that is, because the kind of one they did had that guy Michael Hall in it.
Aye. And then the last one for July is Star Trek: Strange New Worlds, which I'll be watching. And then August we've got Chief of War, which is Jason Momoa's new thing on Apple Plus. So that C thing didn't work out well for them, so they're trying to attack this Chief of War. Wednesday season 2. That starts on Netflix next month. Invasion season 3. Yes.
Season
on
3?
Apple. I know. Season 3.
What?
The show that no one, and I mean no one, watches.
No one ordered.
Right, apart from me.
I watched the first one thinking this is going to. Well, I had high hopes, especially Sam Neill at the beginning.
Aye, where's Sam Neill? No.
What the hell? That was bizarre.
He's doing
Sam Neill and then
Jody, he's in New Zealand or somewhere doing TikToks now. That's what Sam Neill does. Have you not seen him?
No.
He's on his farm. He's making wool. Brilliant.
Oh, is he? All right. So he's like the New Zealand version of Clarkson's Farm.
Aye, but a bit more serious and.
You not get mixed up with Sam Neill and Noel Edmonds.
No, but Noel Edmonds is making a comeback as well.
He's done that as well. He's done a show where
he's big down under as well. That's where he lives now. Yeah, but he's in Australia, I think. No.
He was on the news or something last week, and there was a tsunami and he's wiped out his whole whole business. So it's like, screwed.
My God.
Yeah, poor guy. 74 years old. Noel Edmonds is. He's quite cheesy, but he's still
good. Old Noel's house party. It was good fun. Mr. Blobby got to number 1.
Yep.
That was 30 years ago.
Yeah, well, he's got that reality TV. It's on ITV. It's quite good actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alien Earth is also out as well.
Oh, when's that out? This month?
Now you're interested. No, that's August the 12th.
Oh, dang it.
I know. And then this is a wee bit of a... I'm not sure about this because I don't know when the deal... So, you know how Sky are losing the rights to HBO stuff? And they're slowly losing the rights to HBO stuff because you can now no longer watch The Righteous Gemstones.
Yep.
Peacemaker's coming out on August 26th and it's on HBO Max in America. I don't know what it's going to be on in Britain. Because we're not getting Max until next year.
I hate that.
I don't know what we're getting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unless it'll be another streaming service for us we need to pay for, probably.
Well,
probably will be.
Could be. Could be.
Just saying.
Would you like to watch a trailer?
I think you might have missed a few trailers other than the ones that you've put down in your list.
Yeah, I know. I know. But here's I'll see if I can find the other ones.
There's the Ryan Gosling one. Have you got that there?
No, what Ryan Gosling one?
It's about he's an astronaut.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't got that one.
Project something.
It's Andy Weir's book.
Guy that wrote The
Hail
Martian.
Mary.
Hail
Mary.
Aye, that one.
This is Neuromancer. So,
All right, what is this?
So it's William Gibson's book.
Oh, is it that? So it is Neuromancer, right? Okay.
And it's coming now in production, and it's coming to Apple TV Plus.
That's it.
Which means nobody will watch it. And we'll get 14 seasons of it. But
they're good. They're good for the heavy sci-fi, though. Apple Plus.
Oh my god, it's the best for sci-fi. It really is.
Yeah, it's not
talking just of sci-fi. Here we
go.
So this is Invasion 3.
Oh,
so
really?
This is Invasion Season 3. Yeah. Did you watch? You didn't watch beyond Season 1, did you?
No, I didn't get it. And I found the aliens kind of annoying.
Sure. I thought they were kind of like those spiders. Actually, they kind of reminded me of the octo spiders from Rama, which is why I liked them.
Nah.
But they're more like evil octo spiders.
Mm.
We've done the Foundation trailer before. Did I? What else is there? There's the Spaceballs 2 announcement teaser. Did we ever do that? Don't think we did we?
Not sure.
Just ignore the verbal advert.
Been away for a couple of weeks, so possibly not. But everybody's seen it now.
Yeah. So 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy.
I'm excited for this. I mean,
since then there's been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off, the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks. All of this has happened since Spaceballs. Yeah. This is insane.
I'll tell you what makes me positive for this. He did the history of the world part 2.
Number 1, DCU attempt number 2.
Yeah. Did you see the history of the world part 2? He did TV series on it was a little bit like Horrible Histories actually, but it gives me hope because it was a funny show. So I'm looking forward to it. James is saying Red Letter Media did a video just like the Spaceballs trailers, did they?
Oh, did they?
That's funny. All right, okay. They're good then. I like them.
The nice thing, they're really funny. The nice thing about the Spaceballs thing is that quite a lot of the cast are coming back. So Bill Paxton, Bill Pullman's coming back. I keep calling him Bill Paxton. Bill Pullman's coming back.
Yeah, the son's coming back as
Daphne Zuniga's coming back.
Oh, what's
Rick Moranis?
I'm trying to think what he's coming back as his star. What was his name in the Bill Pullman? Bill
Pullman, yeah.
Star something.
Aye.
But his son's going to be in
Lone Star.
Lone Star, and his son's going to be in it called Starburst.
Starburst. Rick Moranis is coming back as well as a Dark Helmet, which is brilliant. Daphne Zuniga's coming back.
Movie. Must be his
in
first
years.
movie.
Yeah.
Since.
Yeah.
Is that the last movie he ever did?
Aye, yeah. Mel Brooks is coming back as Yogurt. Mel Brooks is 99 now.
Yep, you better hurry up.
Who else is coming back? Oh yeah, Josh Gad is going to be Barf's son, Barf Jr.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I'm looking forward to that because he's one of my favorite characters of his that he does is of course in Pixels. Oops! Looks like they forgot to send us the best of the best.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So there's a few things to work out, but yeah, apparently it's coming out in a couple of years' time or something. I think.
Yeah. So I think the last story was the switch to Game Key. Was it?
Game Key.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the last story,
thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if everybody knows about this. The Switch 2, they've released cartridges, physical cartridges that do not have the game on them. You have to, it's just a key that that kind of kicks in the download. Basically, it's not so. Instead of having the data on the cartridge, so
data.
I got this off the internet. All the kind of this stuff. So game preservation concerns perception of ownership, development, cost cutting, impact on physical media and user experience. Right. So the game preservation concerns. The primary worry is that when the Switch 2's online service is eventually shut down, games and keycards will become unplayable because there's nothing on them. Perceptions of ownership. Critics argue that keycards don't offer the same sense of ownership as traditional physical games, as the game is tied to the user's account and potentially subject to future restrictions.
Yeah.
I'll
give you.
I've only got two more.
Okay.
Developer cost cutting. Some believe that the developers are using keycards to save money on cartridge costs, potentially compromising quality and completeness of physical products. The impact in physical media. These are concerns that the prevalence of keycards could lead to the decline of physical game collecting as they blur the lines between physical and digital ownership. And then user experience. Keycards can also be convenient for those with limited internet access, requiring them to download large game files. I don't quite get that.
Inconvenient, surely.
Sorry, inconvenient. Inconvenient.
That changed the whole meaning of that sentence there.
It did. And then resale value. While some see the potential for reselling keycards, others argue that their value diminishes compared to traditional physical media. So it's not a new thing. Sony have been doing this on their discs as well. So the disc is really a key to the download. It's not got any data on it. I just don't like the trend at all.
I don't, and there's also I don't know if you're aware of what's been going on, but there's been a bit of scandal recently around this movement here called Stop Killing Games. And there's a guy on TikTok called Thor, Jason Thor Hill, I think his name is. Anyway, he's he goes under the handle Pirate Software. Pirate Software did a very famous game I can't think of the name of now. Undertale. Was it Undertale? There wasn't something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Anyway, they did. Let me look it up because I want to get that right. What did they do? Heartbound. That's it. They did Heartbound. And he has been very vocal about not supporting this. Now, I can understand both sides. I fall into the camp of I think you should have, if you bought a game, you should still be able to play that game if you have the physical hardware to play that game. The whole emulation thing, that's another question. But if you certainly have the physical wherewithal to play that game, you should be able to play that game in perpetuity for the rest of your life. The problem is they don't want you to do that. And by they, I mean the publishers and makers of consoles don't want you to do that because they would rather sell you a service that they charge you £10 a month to access, because then they know that they're getting £10 a month to access it or whatever it is to access it. It's the same thing as streaming services. It's this exact same argument as that. You do not own the content. For all the hatred that this band gets, I own this copy of Pop. This is my copy of Pop. Unless somebody comes in and steals this from me, I still own this and I can play this anytime I want. And if I have an Apple or a Spotify or whatever it is subscription, I can listen to it. I get a license to listen to it. But if I stop paying that, I lose access to these things. Yeah, and that's kind of what the fight is. Is like, is this where we want to end up as consumers?
And also down
do we want to make a stand and say enough of this stuff? We want physical things back.
Yeah, and also down the line when the Switch, the servers for the Switch 2
which
shut,
is what this is. Yeah,
your game is you just get a bit of plastic in your hand. You get nothing.
And that's kind of what the Stop Killing Games is all about, as well as like their argument is that they should still be able to play the games even if they've turned the servers off. So even when the servers are off, you should be able to, patch the game somehow or whatever it is and get it to work offline.
That's the thing. You could argue that with loads of games now. Call of Duty games and all those. That are Fortnite. They've got heavy server.
Yeah. But again, all these games, they'll all sell you, battle passes or season passes or whatever it is, so that they get you to keep playing the game. The vast majority of people will buy those battle passes, never use them.
No, it's got to stop. It's a bad trend, I think, and I think it's that is the way that they want to go. But
having said that, though, as consumers, we should realize that maybe we're undervaluing the software that we get. So maybe games should be $100, and we get the full game with that $100. No, but what I'm saying is we get the full game with $100. It's not that we get half the game and then there's a day one patch, or there's DLC further down the line that actually gives us the 4 missions that we're missing from the game at the start. Like, give us the full game when we buy the disc. When we buy the physical disc, day one, we get this in our hands, and then we're good to go. We don't need anything else.
Yeah,
and I kind of miss that. I miss that. I know exactly what I'm getting. I don't need to worry about battle passes or any of that stuff.
I'm gonna have to take a small break.
All right, we'll break now. What? Did we talked about that comment? Did we?
What was that?
I don't know. Like Jim, Alistair's comment was up. Shall we talk about what you're watching?
Yeah.
What indeed are you watching?
Well,
good night, everyone.
What? We had what have I been watching? Oh, I started watching Narcos. I'm late to the game. Narcos, yeah. Slightly late to the game. I thought, Pedro's in it. He's hot right now.
That's where I learned my Spanish from.
Yep. Well, there you go. Hola.
¿Dónde está el biblioteca?
Yep. So that's
Plomo o plata.
Highly enjoyable for me. I'm enjoying that.
No entiendo.
Squid Game, I watched a bit of it, but not much, so I can't really talk about it. Mm-hmm. We watched Bruno, the Sacha Baron Cohen thing. Yeah. That's a dodge. I mean, there's funny bits in it. There are funny bits in it, but it's a dodgy. What is going through his mind? Honestly, it's very dodgy. We started watching a TV show I'd never heard of called Capital. and it's got Toby, the little wee guy from
Toby Jones,
Dial of Destiny, Toby Jones, yeah. He's in it, and it seems quite intriguing. It's about people that keep getting this message. Random people are getting this message, and like they know stuff about them. They're going to kind of destroy their name type thing.
It's like 3-body problem. That's kind of
yeah. I just started watching it. Yeah, kind of, but not sci-fi.
Aye.
Kind of interesting. Watched a good. It was like 24. One of these 24 hours in custody type programs. It was one of those, and it was really quite good. It was about a guy that he was living with this older woman. She had disappeared. He was living there rent free. She disappeared. Some women came to pick her up, and she disappeared. And he hadn't murdered her. Go figure. Yeah, wink, wink. But clearly, they were like, "So, what did she look like? Oh, she looked like an old lady. Do you know who she was? No, I don't know who she was." And they just drove away, did they? Yes. Yes, they drove away together. And I've never seen her since. And you definitely didn't murder her? No.
The feet sticking out the wheelie bin.
Yeah. Well, you've seen it then?
No, I haven't. Oh.
No, I know, but it's kind of pretty close. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like those ones. And
have you finished Apartment Q yet?
Can you get into that? Cannot get
Seriously?
into it. I've went away from it. We're watching Vice Principals as well, which we're really enjoying. I'd never heard of that before until you started talking about that guy, Danny
McBride.
McBride. Yeah. So I've started watching that. It's got Walton Goggins in it. We seem to be watching a lot of him these days.
Yeah.
That's really good. It's really funny. Did you watch it?
Walter's so hot right now.
Did you watch it at all? Yeah.
I watched. So I managed to watch the first episode of it, but I haven't watched the whole, because I was more interested in finishing Righteous Gemstones.
Right. Well, we've been kind of blasting it.
It was so good.
Really. Yeah. Well, we've been blasting.
By the way,
it's good.
Righteous Gemstones is about this evangelical family that own this TV station that broadcasts God TV 24 hours.
Yeah.
That the show's not about that. The show's about the family, and it's hilarious. It's really, really funny, and it's excellent. And the Vice Principals episode, I saw the first one, which is the one where you get introduced to the characters.
Right.
Brilliant. He's got this kind of Mike Ditka type haircut with a moustache and all that kind of stuff.
They're both great, isn't it? And then our kind of main movie was that one with Idris Elba and
Heads of State.
Heads of State. Now, I don't know if I'd enjoy. I don't know if I would have enjoyed it if I hadn't seen Mission Impossible first, because that is a class film compared to this Heads of State.
I can't believe you're even mentioning it in the same breath, to be honest.
I know. I mean, Heads of State is a bit of fun, but it's just.
Jody, this is from the same studio that now owns James Bond.
Yeah, well, I don't think.
What the green screen?
I'll tell you what, like you said, though, they've taken, we were talking about this earlier, but they've taken some really good actors and stuck them in this.
Jack Quaid's in it.
Jack Quaid's in it. Good, yeah.
Stephen Root's in it. Idris Elba, obviously. Yeah. Paddy Considine's in it. John Cena's in it.
Yeah.
It's Chopra. Oh, God, I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
She's in it. The one that's married to the Jonah brother.
Yeah, and they've thrown a bit of money at it as well, but I don't know, man.
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, it was okay. I mean, I thought it was. There's a couple of kind of chuckle out loud funny bits in it. It's the usual. America's presidents are all about hoorah and very show busy. And Britain's always about the politics and being serious about all that kind of stuff, and it just plays into that. And it's there was a couple of bits in it where I was like, that's not what it's, because there's one where he says something about He says, I'm going to take you to the economics minister for the UK. No, it's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. That's the economics
There's a
minister of
couple
the
of
UK.
things like that.
And I was like, this is written by someone who doesn't know.
Nah, it's badly written,
stuff.
predictable.
Yeah.
Some good set pieces, I suppose. But
the fight scene where they try and steal the car is funny.
Yeah, the plane bit was good at the beginning.
The plane bit's good as well, yeah. But I mean, it's just all green screen.
Again, the trailer looked as if it would be a good movie,
Yeah.
Bit of fun, but didn't do it for me.
It was also too long as well. It's over like 2 hours long as well, which is
unnecessarily
for that kind of movie. Pick up the pace.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's been about it, I think. Pretty much.
Yeah. We're still continuing on with Murderbot. I'm not sure if it's. I think it might have finished. I'm not sure how many episodes there are, but if it has, then that's fine because I'll tune in next time. But maybe next week will be the final one. I thought it could have ended this week. Not that I was fed up with it, but it was a slightly longer episode. It was 25 minutes instead of 23 minutes. So
whoa, steady.
I know. That's my big complaint about that show is that it's too short. It's weird because like every episode is like this kind of perfect slice of time, and it's like it's just the right amount of time, but they should maybe release 2 episodes a week or something. I don't know. It's just it's not enough. We started watching season 2 of Psychoville. We finished the first episode and then realized we need to watch the Halloween episode, so we need to go back and watch the Halloween episode.
Of course,
because it seems quite important because there's the silent singer. We've never met the silent singer before, so we're like, I don't know who's this. So we'll watch that at some point. We've been rewatching. So we'll get. By the way, all of these are on DVD. The Psychoville is on Blu-ray, and we've got Community on DVD as well. And we've been blasting through them as well, just because you can't see Community anymore. Like Community's gone from streaming services over here. It's just doesn't exist.
Was it on Netflix for a while?
It was on Netflix, and then it ended up on ITVX or something. I think it was. But the problem with ITVX is you've got to sit through the Domino adverts, which, by the way, if you've heard them once, you just want to put a foot through the TV. We sat and blasted through Squid Game season 3. By the way, there's this great bit in it. No, I'm not kidding.
I've seen
a lot of people. A lot of people are unhappy about this season. I will just say that I thought it was a good conclusion to the show, and I wasn't disappointed.
Right.
Although the fishing boat stuff was a bit
goes nowhere. I'm assuming
you could have cut it out, and it would have made a blind bit of difference.
You
could tap it with a hammer.
But I feel as if I've not seen any of it. Right. I've seen obviously the second season, first season, and I felt as if the shipping bit is going nowhere anyway.
A
little bit,
Yeah. Anyhow, I watched a documentary about Rob Ford. So Doug Ford is the premier of Ontario, Canada.
Oh, I watched that.
Rob Ford is the mayor of Toronto, which is the largest city in Canada. Wow.
The train wreck.
What a lot of demons. Yeah, he was like I watched his meteoric rise, and it brought back so many happy memories. There's a bit in it where I was watching live TV. I can't remember why, but I was home during the day, and I'm watching TV, and he was doing a press conference. He goes, "No further questions," and he runs down the corridor straight into the CBC camera, like boom, like that. And he goes, "Oh, jeez."
He's like, who was that? That big actor, like big fat.
Chris Farley. Yeah,
Chris Farley.
Yeah.
That's who should have played him if they'd done a movie of him.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris Farley is no longer with us as well.
No. No, I watched that train wreck thing. I also watched the Poop Cruise train wreck thing.
Oh, I didn't bother with that.
As well.
I remember.
You don't
I
want to
remember
watch
the news
that.
about that.
You know,
I mean,
watch
it's
that.
you know what I mean. It's it was a gastrointestinal, whatever it was they had, and
I know
no
it was.
toilet.
No, it was the power failed and the plumbing failed and
Aye,
everything.
but was there not? Did they not have a disease? Did they not have a like Norwalk or something as well?
No, basically
Oh,
the
it was just the toilets
plumbing failed and the toilet skull got backed up.
Okay.
The advice that they gave was terrible. And, I mean, these are pretty short. These train wreck things.
Yeah.
Some of them, but it was okay. You know, I think that Canadian one was pretty good though.
Aye, it's
quite sad though as well.
It is. It does end in tragedy. It's as funny as it is. It does end in tragedy.
Aye.
Because Doug becomes premier of Ontario. Anyway, that's enough politics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking at you, Mississauga. Anyway, so this week we watched The Accountant 2 weeks ago, and then we watched The Accountant this week. It's okay. You don't need to watch The Accountant to enjoy The Accountant 2. Right. It's fine.
I've heard the second one is significantly better. Although I think the first one was meant to be quite good.
First one's fine, yeah. I like his character. He's more of a kind of more on the spectrum version of Reacher.
I like Ben Affleck actually.
Fine, like his acting stuff's fine. Don't make him direct anything, but he's fine.
I quite like how honest he is, though. You know, with things.
Yeah,
it's when you see him getting interviewed about the movie business and things like that. He's very honest.
Yeah. Have you seen him in Jay? I'm always going to call him Jay Baruchel, but it's not Jay Baruchel. Is it John? No, Jay Baruchel's the Canadian guy, the dweeby guy. It's John Bruchel or something. John Bruchel.
Yeah.
And there,
that's that I'm talking about, and he's very honest about stuff in it.
Bernthal.
Yeah.
John Bernthal. God, why can I never remember that guy's name? Anyway, John Bernthal and him. So he sneaks up on Ben Affleck and he does the old tap the shoulder thing. And Ben turns around, he's not there, obviously. And he goes, "Hey!" And he's like, "Hey!" And they just have this kind of moment on a red carpet somewhere. It's just, it's very nice, very genuine. Yeah. And clearly they were having a lot of fun. And then they were like, we should make one of those accountant movies again. They were good. So really? The Accountant 2 is from Ben and Matt's new production company, along with like a whole bunch of other ones that have come out recently. So anything that you've seen recently in the last few years with Matt Damon or Ben Affleck has been from their production company, their new production company. Yeah. So Getaway, which is the Nick Frost Ailing Bee
I've seen that
horror film set in Sweden. What was quite funny was Malmo got a mention, which I was like, oh. But yeah, it was it's good. It was fun. It was it was a funny movie. A lot of gore, obviously, because it's a horror movie. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of like a kind of Sam Peckinpah type mashup, type Straw Man, Straw Dogs, Wicker Man type thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then finally, because we were going long, I just realised, Never Say Never, the only Bond film we hadn't actually watched. Well, I know there's Casino Royale, but I don't class
the Sean Connery one when he came back.
Yeah, the Sean Connery one. Sean Connery was 52, which is a year younger than me when he did Never Say Never.
Was he really?
Yes, yes.
We've got a comment here, Alistair, saying, what's the film he directed about the film crew abroad? They have to escape and get on a plane.
Begins with A.
That's a really good one.
It's the Iranian thing. It's the Canadians helped him escape.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What's it called?
Is it the name of somewhere?
It's like Arcadia or Argo. That's it.
Argo. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah.
The CIA. It says the CIA mission. It was not the CIA mission. It was the Canadian. So they got them out. But anyway,
I remember that one.
So yeah, Never Say Never, which is what apparently he told his wife at the time after he played Bond in Diamonds Are Forever.
He didn't actually say that. He said, "Never say, never shiver again." I'll start
Never
again.
say never
Never
again.
say, never again.
Miss Moneypenny, you're a shite for sonage.
Exactly like that. Yeah, because that movie came out at the same time as, was it A View to a Kill?
Octopussy.
Octopussy, sorry.
Arguably a better movie than Octopussy, because Octopussy is garbage.
How did they get away with that title?
I don't. It's a terrible. How did they get away with the movie? Never mind the title.
Yeah,
My God, the circus things and jeez, it's just the worst. It is the worst James Bond movie ever made. You used to have the pamphlet, the you used to have the pamphlet thing. Remember, you used to get a program when you went into the cinema, and you used to have the Octopussy one.
Yeah, the program.
The program, yeah.
Mm-hmm. James is saying that he remembers a scene where he played a deadly video game.
That bit's a bit terrible. There's a bit in it where the bad guy says, "I've written a game of my own invention. Do you care to play it, Mr. Bond?" He goes like, "I don't see why not," and then puts down 20p, and then
it's called Space Invaders.
Well, Space Invaders. Jeez, I've seen this before. Asteroids.
Jackson. Why are all these video games so difficult to pronounce?
Super Jackson. I think someone's taking a mickey now. Let's try a racing game. What do you have? Super Sprint. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Right. That's enough of that. Anyway, so if you like, by the way, it's a much better movie than Octopussy. If you ever get the chance to not watch Octopussy, don't watch it with Never Say Never. Anyway, if you want to hit the old like button and share if you liked what you saw this evening, that would be great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for commenting as well below in the old typey. It's great to see the comments. And if you want timely reminders when we put something new up, then don't forget to hit the old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we put something up, which is currently 8 p.m. Thursdays and Sundays, which is today. Big time. Big time. If you know, you know. Yep. Yeah, so 8 p.m. on Thursdays, we've got our Andor watch long, which is for now on episode 10, I think it is. Must be 10, yeah, because it's the last of the quadrilogy.
It's 10.
It is 10, yeah. And we do our podcast on Sundays. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye. Thank you.